board officers of the year of 2016-2017. Please remain seated and silent while Mrs. DeHoviak reads roll call.
Robert Smith.
Here.
Maria Zapasnik. Here. Lori Cepeda. Here. Noah Karstick.
Here.
Thomas Lima.
Here.
Shane Prellin.
Here.
Leandro Alvarez.
Here.
Gilbert Carreras.
Here.
Luisa Davidio. Brittany Frizzoco. Emma Holman. Here. Patrick Hurd.
Here.
Joshua Locke.
Here.
Jose Rosario. Kenneth Salhini.
Here.
Jason Windrow.
Here.
Catherine Almeida. Here. Daniel Seavey.
Here.
Scott Kane. Michelle Broca-Behrman.
Here.
Here. Good, thank you. Mark Taylorchi.
Here.
Robert Santeri.
Here.
Dr. Kaden, we're going to deduct points from your final stipend. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the election meeting. I'll keep my announcements short. A lot of you already here for we had the election, I believe, at the end of last semester. It's going to go much the same way. First, the candidate for whichever office we are currently electing will give a speech. I'll ask for write-ins 3 times, and afterwards I commence with the balloting. I don't know how many elections in my time as a student leader, both in SG and XIN, but I'll say it now, and we'll say it again before when balloting starts. Please write a number 1 in the top right corner of the ballot, otherwise it will be considered invalid. Please do not write for Batman or Gina Raimondo or Gary Johnson 2016 or anything like that. Before we commence with validation proxy leaves, I'm going to read the official policy and bylaws for elections. Voting shall be by secret ballot. A majority of 50% plus 1 shall be necessary for election, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can't vote 8. 50% plus 1.
Magic number is 9 personally.
Is it?
Yes.
But whoever's here. I can't. I'm not a math major. If after two ballots no one has a majority, then the candidate shall address Parliament with a 5-minute time limit. That means if we do not reach, no one reaches the magic number of 9 after 2 rounds of balloting, they get to talk again. Then all but the top 2 vote receiving candidates should be eliminated. Any candidates tied with the other top 2 receiving candidates shall not be eliminated. In the case there are 2 candidates, the elimination process will be ignored. If after 2 more ballots no one has a majority, then there should be a question and answer portion. It's a Q&A where Parliament representatives may ask each candidate a question. The representative is allotted 1 question. Each candidate has 2 minutes to respond to each question. After 1 more ballot, no one has a majority, then the candidate with the most votes shall be declared the winner. That's a mouthful, it's in our bylaws. Proxy ballots, everyone's here. Proxy ballots you can usually available to cast up to 1 p.m. day before the elections. That would have been 1 p.m. Tuesday. And that's it. I'm going to yield the floor to any questions if anyone's confused before we start. No one has any questions on the elections policy works? Wonderful. With that, we'll move on to the validation of proxies and leaves. I'm just going to read the bottom. I have a proxy ballot from Jose Rosario. He's requesting a leave of absence, for he is the lead presenter of an international conference on disability and diversity. All right, so now I'm seeking a motion to approve his proxy. Motion from
Second.
And from his leave. Motion from Treasurer Carson. Second from Tom. Is there any discussion on Jose's leave? No further discussion. We'll move to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say no. Abstentions? The leave passes. And I have another leave from Luisa Davidio. Yes, Davidio. She writes, I will be attending class until 7:50 p.m. So I'm seeking a motion to approve her leave. Motion from Noah, second from Josh. We're also energetic on the first one. Is there any discussion on her leave and proxy? No further discussion. We'll move to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say no. Abstentions? And it passes. And I have a third leave / proxy from Brittany Frizzoco. She writes, COM 325. I'm assuming that means she has class right now. So I'm seeking a motion to approve her leave and proxy. Motion from Treasurer Carson, second from Vice President Zapasnik. Is there any discussion on her leave? No further discussion. We'll move to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Abstentions? Wow. Tom, when you do this thing.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. Yeah.
And it passes. It was only 3, Mary? Thank you. All right, with proxies now validated, we will move on to remarks by the candidate for president. Seriously, what did you do? Remarks by, we're just going to leave it right there. Remarks by candidate for president. Our first candidate was Rosario. Obviously, he's not here tonight, so we have Ken Salhaney Jr. in his stead, reading his speech. Ken, come on.
My fellow constituents, first off, you may be wondering why I look like Representative Salhaney. No, it was not a plastic surgery mishap. Okay, unfortunately, I'm currently on a 14-hour flight home from the International Conference on Disability and Diversity, where I led 3 sessions. At the conference, I presented on how simulating and educating on disabilities can create a campus where students feel included and feel they have the power to succeed in college. While I cannot apologize enough for not being able to read my own speech, I believe this represents what I hope to accomplish as president of Student Community Government Incorporated. I always say that Rick holds a unique student population and gives every student, even if they aren't what one would see as a traditional student, a chance for success. As president, my initial goals are to follow through with the implementation of diversity initiatives, such as those regarding students who are transgender, students returning to school, and students who may require more information about services the college provides for success when they transfer to RIC. I firmly believe that the next president should continue to be aware of the kinds of students we serve, rather than trying to become similar to other institutions. My hope is that we are recognized as the institution of higher education that is inclusive and a place where success has no prerequisite. I believe that this awareness would promote a campus community that would welcome new students and provide change that would increase the number of students who receive their diplomas. In terms of experience, I have skills that will allow me to perform professionally and effectively. Beginning at the age of 13, I served as the sole youth intervention consultant for the city, and sometimes called in front of the state government. It was through this that I have learned the importance of advocacy and professional conduct with legislative officials as I ran citywide interventions, supervised city offices, contributed to healthy lifestyle promotion through legislative policies, and testified as an expert witness for bills going through the State House. Furthermore, I have held various executive board positions for organizations on campus. I served 2 terms as president of the Phi Mu Delta fraternity and vice president of the Advocacy and Beyond Club, as well as secretary of the college's division for Relay for Life with the American Cancer Society. While these positions have influenced skills such as time management, organization, the use of Robert's Rules of Order, and communication, I am aware that in this capacity with Student Community Government Incorporated on our campus, I will be working for the advancement of our student population as a whole, and do not take this responsibility lightly. This year, as representative of Student Community Government Incorporated, I have had the opportunity to accomplish many things. I have met with the President's Executive Board Council to propose a snow removal checklist that is compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act, provided students with input during the revision of the college's diversity statement on the college's Human Relations Committee, and been an approachable leader for students to express innovative ideas toward campus safety regarding opioid overdoses. This is what I believe presidency is all about, providing someone for students to come to and never stop pushing for campus change. Throughout the time that I've spent considering this election, I have tried to learn as much as I can from peers and SCG staff on what my duties would be as president and our corporation's funding policies. I will be a knowledgeable leader because this is not just a title, this is a way to be sure our campus suits the needs of all our students. I promise to be the voice of the student body and to use the personal skills I've gained in my government and leadership experience to never relent on doing what is best for all of RIG's students. If there were any way that I could surpass time zones and be here tonight, I would be. Still, advocacy never stops, and I hope this conference can serve as a promise that I won't either. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose Fire Ken. And we move on to the second candidate with remarks, Daniel Seavey. Daniel?
Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Seavey. This evening I will be running for the President's position in Student Community Government. I am doing this as a way to further grow my leadership skills, by joining this organization and working as a liaison between the faculty committees and the student body of Rhode Island College. I will build stronger communications between the faculty and the various student governments as well as strengthen the relationship between our students and the various organizations that the school has to offer. One of the things that I want SCG to do in the future is try to expand accessibility of athlete facilities to include club sports, not just limit them to the varsity sports and their players. I want students to have easier access to knowledge and information regarding all clubs and organizations, including this one. I will make a good president for SCG because of my past year as being the Thorpe Hall Council president, as well as my professional standing as a first lieutenant in the Air Force Auxiliary. If you vote for me, I'll do everything within my power to improve student life on campus, as well as incorporate fresh new leadership into the presidency. Thank you for your time.
Okay, now that's just me times. Are there any write-in candidates for president? Are there any write-in candidates for president? Are there any write-in candidates for president? Delightful. With that, it's now, write-in candidacy is now it's closed. We'll now commence the balloting. Mr. Hogan. Thank you. Once again, guys, anyone pass it down. If you could just write a 1 in the top right corner and mark the candidate of your choosing. Please don't write any Batman or anything like that. We'll get this over as quick as possible. Yes.
Once you've completed the ballot, please fold it in half and put your hands up when you're holding it. Thank you.
Dr. Kane, Mark, would you like to be our super delegates? Yeah. No,
Oh,
sorry.
right, wow. You got the full side.
All right.
You have every ballot?
Maria?
See the bright green?
Thanks, Mary.
I get the extra. This is me
Trying to what? Calm down. Oh.
Now I understand. I now understand.
Like cooking isn't what
He was like,
hot.
cooking is advanced. Yes, never been.
Sorry. Wait, no, pass out.
Shane. He has all the cool dads.
Oh
That
yeah.
right here, dance dad.
He can have all of those. In high school, I was really good at the random.
I saw your wall. I don't know about that.
I did the shopping cart a few times.
It's almost a win. See? Got the seven. I taught her. Just like I taught her about the Cupid Shuffle at Versailles. Okay. You didn't see that? I taught her the Cupid Shuffle at Versailles. It's Patty. Josh, where'd you come from?
Patty is the most flawless creature that ever walked the face of
You
the
were
earth.
there. He was there. He was making hands. Thank you.
What did you
You're
just
doing
say?
so well. and
Every
then
time
I-
she says listen, it sounds like something very different. I'm not gonna say it.
I do know. He's just talking.
She's gonna say it.
I said, listen, how does
She
that
said it
sound?
again.
He just.
Essentially the same.
And we have a winner on the first ballot, everybody.
You have to read the results.
I'm aware. Thank you. With a total of 16-1, your new president is Jose Rosario. And we got the magic number incorrect earlier. We did the math wrong. It's actually 10. It's all Joe's fault. It's okay.
It is.
That was fine. We're gonna go. All right, with that concluded, we will now move on to the remarks from Vice President Maria Kaznick.
Hello, everybody. Okay, so those of you who do not know me, my name is Marisa Paznik. I am a second semester junior here at Rhode Island College, and I hope to be re-elected as Vice President of Student Community Government for the 2016-2017 school year. I have been involved in student organizations since I first started as a freshman 3 years ago. First as an active member on the Programming Event Board, and then as their treasurer on the Executive Board. Last year, around this time, I made the decision to join Parliament and then student community government, and I have not looked back since. Both parties have given me the opportunity to not only get to know and work alongside some amazing people here at the Rhode Island College campus, but it has also given me the opportunity to truly make a difference on campus through the discussion of major resolutions, including the Feminine Products Resolution, Work Order Accountability Resolution, and most recently, the Narcan Training Resolution. I have always firmly believed that two major components of any organization is deadlines and organization. As Vice President, deadlines are everything, especially when handling advertisements in student media outlets and when handling numerous petitions for Parliament at once. I have also learned how to be an organized and meticulous person with my years in student organizations, sometimes to a fault. Over the past year, I have learned to ask questions whenever I felt I needed help, to avoid unnecessary confusion. I've learned how to work in a professional environment and adapt to different situations with new people, and I am prepared and eager to do so again the following year. I've accomplished much over the course of a year as the Vice President of SCG that I'm particularly proud of. Last summer, I began working in collaboration with the Omnia Agency to renovate the Student Community Government website, and I am proud to say that the renovations are finally drawing to a close. I hope to cut that infamous ribbon this summer. This past year, I also revised both the policies and procedures of the Election Committee, as well as a cabinet policy for student community government. The most important goals I have for the following year is to increase the advertisement of student community government in Parliament. I recently had the opportunity to take part in Accepted Students Day and meet many incoming freshmen who showed an interest in class council in Parliament. I became particularly excited when I met several students who seemed just as excited about joining Parliament as I was. Ideas started to spring in my head on how best to advertise to the freshmen during summer orientation and next semester, but also to the upperclassmen. Plans such as advertising for specific committees and corresponding buildings is one such idea, such as advertising for the SOP committee in Alex and Ani and advertising for the elections committee in the poli-sci department. Other ideas include posters specifically for Student Activities Day, t-shirts for Parliament members, business cards have also been written down and are awaiting completion for next year. By this time next year, my hope is to see Parliament's members increase with new, active, and vibrant individuals. If we can increase our numbers, we will get new points of view and opinions, but we will also show the rest of the student body that we have goals that will positively impact them and they can become a part of that too. If we can become more involved on campus, we can inform students not only what we do, but also that we are involved in student life beyond Parliament meetings and finance meetings. SCG wants to be viewed in a positive and vibrant light and not be just another organization on campus. We need to stand out and stand up for improving student life at Rhode Island College as a whole. As you can see, I am very interested in maintaining the position as SCG's Vice President because I believe that my determination and past experiences will be beneficial, and I have plans for SCG that I hope to see fulfilled as your Vice President. I hope that you give my petition some serious thought and that you do not hesitate to vote for me. Thank you.
Are there any writing candidates for Vice President? Are there any writing candidates for Vice President? Are there any writing candidates for Vice President? With that, writing candidacy is closed and called apart. We will now commence with the balloting. again, guys, just please write 1 in the top right corner. The magic number once again is 10.
I like to have maybe I'll have maybe
So 1 in the top right corner. Right around. Oh, did you get one? Oh, no. Okay.
Did you remember the president? 2016. Hold on, Terry.
What happened?
You forgot to vote for president.
I'm Cynthia.
Everybody got it?
I can vote later on in the first round.
Thanks, Scott. Don't end the process. Okay. 3 of us are in college.
he's being sassy. Not at all. Imagine if these meetings were televised, so like,
You guys are already.
and I just said,
You guys are already.
this is also a fun thing. It's the oh, I do sign language. Apparently you do, because I don't know what that was. Did you just swear at me?
I couldn't sleep last night, so I was eating pasta.
I actually know the sign language alphabet, like. I don't. Oh.
You had that iced coffee. Katie, I blame you. Iced coffee. I dumped the sugar out.
Is this mother?
Listen, I have another opportunity coming up. You said 2 months.
I know, but we got next Monday.
I know.
Why do you use that? Next Monday, yeah.
Coffee. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous your outfit's already coming out over here.
Oh,
You're gonna be like, huh?
All right, everybody, with a voting count of 17-0, Marisa Pasnick is your vice president for next year. With that, we'll commence the balloting for secretary. There's nothing here. Yep, we'll commence the remarks for candidate for secretary. First up, Lori Cepeda.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lori Cepeda, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm the current Secretary of Student Community Government. I'd like to start off my speech on a sad note. So I don't know how many of you can relate to me, but when I first came to Rhode Island College, I hated it. I absolutely hated it, and I would rather be anywhere else in the world but here. I would come here, do my work, go home, until I found you guys. I found Student Community Government here on campus, and it really inspired me that there was a group here on campus of students who advocated for this issue students face and really wanted to bring a positive environment to RIC students. When I saw that I had the opportunity to run for secretary last year, I jumped at it. I know a lot of students that come here as freshmen see that there's nothing for them to do, and we have over 80 clubs and organizations that were started by students who really had a passion for things here on campus, and they wanted to share that passion with other students and have a positive impact here at RIC and the community surrounding it. As secretary this past year, I've helped a few clubs start up, and some of them have been pretty successful with getting things done, and sadly some of them kind of just dwindle off and you never see them again. next year, I would love to see those small clubs that we don't really hear anything about work together and bring great events here to the campus instead of seeing the same clubs over and over and over again, having events and getting all of the recognition, students coming and not knowing about anyone else but them. An easy way to do that is by having more attention-catching roundtables here on campus. So this past year, we started off on a great foot, lots of clubs come, and then they kind of just dwindle off in the spring semester. And I'd love to work with the Student Organizations Committee next year to really bring productive workshops that students would enjoy going to and really gain from. As secretary next year, I hope to see lots of clubs make a great impact here on campus and really be involved and do what their purpose really states. And I hope that you vote for me. Thank you.
Are there any writing candidates for secretary? Are there any writing candidates for secretary? Are there any writing candidates for secretary? And with that, writing candidates is closed. We commence the ballot. Mr. Hoviak. I'm a delight. All right, Ms. Lucy is first. Pass to the first. Okay. Take one, pass it down. Lori.
Thanks. We're gonna remind them of the number.
Please put a number 1 in the top right corner of the ballot. Maria and I will be around to collect them. When you are finished filling out your ballot, fold it in half and hold it up with your fingers. We will come around and collect it. Please. Is that everybody? Everyone got their ballot?
But you didn't take out a position.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Marty Hartley.
Rob, did you vote?
Nah, I'm like the queen. I can't vote. I'm fearful that I don't vote.
That makes, yeah, okay. That makes more sense. What did it say? Oh, I was counting. 8, 9, so, nice. Good. Okay. You know what? You just want to so I was thinking at the time.
The candidate that you wanted won. And with a vote of 16 to 1, we have our secretary, Lori Cepeda, everybody. 16 to 1.
Yeah.
Invalid.
Thank
Didn't
you.
vote. So it's invalid.
I need to know that for the minutes. Thank you.
Well, I have a loud voice and I love to hear it. With that, we'll move to the remarks by candidates for treasurer. First up, Thomas Jorge Lima. Tommy, come on up.
Thank you.
George, but I like to bless his boss.
Just want to say, give a warm welcome to the new members of Parliament next year. It's good to see some new faces in the room, and I hope you stick around. I'm running for Student Community Government Incorporated Treasurer for a few reasons. I have served on the Finance Commission in the past, including being part of the budget process as a Parliament rep. I just want to make sure that the Finance Commission runs fairly. It really helps student organizations and clubs grow. And part of that growth, that's not just giving out money, that's saying no sometimes, that's amending club requests, and that's most importantly making sure clubs and organizations, they follow the funding policies, which I'm aware of. Currently I serve as speaker, so I do have some experience running a meeting. A little bit else about my background. I have served as the treasurer for WXIN and also the college television station, Anchor TV. So I do have quite a bit of experience in dealing with student community government from that side of the table. But again, I have served on the Finance Commission for a couple years on and off in the past, and I would love the opportunity to chair that commission and also to serve as your Student Community Government Incorporated treasurer and making sure we are very fair and just as we manage the student activity fee reallocate. So please consider voting for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Are there any write-in candidates for treasurer? Are there any write-in candidates for treasurer? Are there any write-in candidates for treasurer? With that, write-in candidacy is closed. Oh, she's words were easy to say one after another. With that, we'll commence the balloting. Mr. Hovia, like that or what? You not like that one either? I'm going to be murdered. Please write a number 1 in the upper right corner before Mary kills me. If not, we will consider it valid. I didn't take. I'm not going to make a super delicate joke, I promise.
I'm going for Ralph Smith.
Hey, that's a good guy.
Not really.
Do we have enough ballots? Patrick, you passing them all? No. We just need one for the end. Go. Lean on. Zoom. And Zoom before too. Oh, good. Everyone votes. Everyone got it.
She kept asking me questions. I was like, no.
Wait, turn it back on.
Bobby! Yay!
Got your speech right there? Is it like this long?
It's
My
like-
finger. It's not good enough long. Look it up. I took it. You got one. Okay, well, you already woke off at some step.
Little BK!
Not, no, it's not Shane. You guys said no, it's not Shane.
No, it's not.
Who's ready I got Shane.
All right, everybody, with a stunning victory of 14-3, your new treasurer for the 16-17 year is Thomas New. Anyways, 14-3. 14-3. If you were in battle, you can only beat them. All right, with that, With that, we'll move on to remarks for the candidates for speaker. First on the ballot is Patrick Hurd. Pat, come on in.
Hi, I'm Patrick Hurd. I'm running for speaker. I've been a part of this organization for 3 years, both behind and in front of the camera, and I've learned from the best what it means to be speaker. We as a group can have our voices be heard best when our meetings are fair and efficient, and that's what I value, and that's what I would aim for as speaker. I've served for 2 years as Anchor TV general manager, and I presided over the meetings there. I've also served for the past year as chess club president, presiding over those meetings as well. So I feel like I would be a good fit for presiding over student parliament. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'll ask for any write-in candidates. Are there any write-in candidates for speaker? Are there any write-in candidates for speaker? Are there any write-in candidates for speaker? With that, the write-ins are closed. We will commence with the balloting. Mr. Hovia. No jokes this time. Please, once again, everybody, when you get your ballot, please write in number 1 in the top right corner. And mark your choice. If you do not, it will be considered invalid and toss it out. Shame. done, and you say this enough, please fold in half and then raise it up so me and Maria can collect it and then count. Need more for so box Dr. Kate, you want to vote? When's the last time you were a student?
Santori and I would be taking all the
It shows up in your
Why would that be terrible?
Everyone, we have everyone's ballots. Everyone's ballots. We don't count what I come up.
Mean. What's he trying to do, duct tape?
Oh, yeah,
This
that's
table
got
is
me.
loose. You feel free. I'm gonna not. 5 hours. 5 minutes. 5 hours.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Someone have a blanket downstairs.
They're having a plank class for sure. Have you ever used coffin?
Yeah. Yeah, they immediately.
Did anyone text her today?
Oh, yeah. Media just
And we have a winner with 1 vote for Josh Locke, 1 vote for Kenneth Selhaney Jr., 2 invalids, and 13 votes for Patrick Hurd. Patrick Hurd is your new speaker for next week. Okay, and last but not least, last one of the night, guys, we're going to commence the remarks for the candidates for Deputy Speaker. One, Catherine Almeida, please come up and say some words.
Hi everyone. My name is Catherine Almeida. Many of you know me as Katie. I am running for the Student Community Government Deputy Speaker position for the 2016-2017 academic year. I will be a senior as of this upcoming academic year with a double major in both marketing as well as operations management. I was a transfer student from Johnson & Wales, and I've been involved on campus with several different organizations since my arrival here. I lived the life, like Laura also said, of going home, going to class, going home, until I began getting involved on campus. This motivated me to become involved, and I am still active in both organizations to this day, as well as expanding in other organizations. I've been general member as well as executive members in both organizations, and I run an external and internal factors of one as well as the other. As a member and a chair of the Alpha Sigma Tau sorority, I've learned pride and loyalty through commitment to my family, both in our academic standards as well as professional standards. As a member of the executive board of the American Marketing Association, I've learned responsibility and dedication to our hard work at a national level as well as professional. As a member of the Student Community Government Public Relations Committee, I've learned creativity as well as integrity to both the campus, the organization, and the student body. I live to support the mission statement of both the college and the Student Community Government Incorporated environment as well as an environment that fits all students, not just a few. Something all organizations have in common that have taught me is that communication and cooperation are very important. Communication is needed to better understand the wants and needs of students on campus, as well as ask the right questions in order to create a solution. Cooperation is essential because nothing can effectively run on one person alone. As a community, we are together for better or for worse, and if we work together, we can create and accomplish change. As deputy speaker of Rhode Island College, I want to better the environment. I want to work and listen to students on how to produce a better environment. From outdoor recycling to more cleanup days to creating a dialogue between both the organizations and the students. I plan to hold myself accountable to the standards of the organization as well as the campus and advocate a better overall experience here for the diverse community we hold. Through my work as president and secretary of the American Marketing Association, I've created that dialogue within my group as well as expanded what we are about. As a member of the sorority, I felt unity between the students and seeing what students and community can do together. Through public relations, I've witnessed great changes within this organization as well as what SAG has done to the community of the college as a whole. As your deputy speaker, I want to continue this process and evolve and unite the community together. Thank you.
Are there any write-in candidates for deputy speaker? Are there any write-in candidates for deputy speaker? Are there any write-in candidates for deputy speaker? That write-in candidacy is now closed. We'll now commence the balloting. As always, guys, please put one in the top right corner of the ballot, otherwise we'll consider it invalid along with your vote, of course. Pass down, and then when you're done, fold it in half and hold it over here. Me and Maria will combine and collect it. Voting, Dr. King? Everyone hand me or Maria the ballot? And with that, vote count.
Are you actually going to do this? Yeah.
I don't want to ruin the suit.
Oh, yeah, right. He wants to do a plank. Who else in here looks athletic? Someone can do this. Hashtag not me. American Airplane Association. I'm part of AWA. I mean, I actually.
In chemistry class, I wrote an S backwards for sulfur.
Nice.
On the board.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it,
Chemistry sucks.
yes, it does. Well, at least. No, some people say it. This was honors chem in high school.
Cyclopentane just smell like strawberries.
Lori, what was the letter?
Yeah, and you can synthesize now. You can do Advil. Yeah, you can make Advil.
Why don't you just drink it out of the bottle?
I like how you're just lagging away. Trying to figure out what it is.
I've known him for 2 years now, and he's still baffled.
Oh, I need to tell you.
Oh my God, Sunday. I forgot. I totally forgot we got food for Sunday. Oh yeah, we get food for Sunday. It's like Don sandwiches, but still. For Sunday.
All right, everybody, with one vote for Patrick Hurd, one vote for Shane Henry Krellick, and I'll get it either. And 50 votes for Katie. Katie Olmsted is your new deputy speaker. Okay, with that, we'll commence with remarks by the new officers-elect. First, we'll begin with remarks by President-elect, and Jose isn't here, so Ken,
Thanks, guys.
was this something? This hasn't happened before.
Get up. Thanks, guys. I'll tell Jose. He said thanks.
Now remarks by the Vice President-elect.
Hi guys, I want to first of all start off by saying thank
Tom, you want to?
Yeah, usually yes.
Usually you guys get up, you don't just sit.
Feel free.
Gives me time to breathe.
Again, thank you for electing me. It's never too early to start recruiting, so I hope those of you returning to Parliament, fill out a committee appointment application for finance and hopefully fill that commission. If you're not coming back to Parliament, please come back as a non-Parliament member, and let's fill that. It's 10 seats, probably one of the most, if not the most important commission. So that's a big deal. So thank you, and join a committee or commission.
Now remarks by their speaker-elect. Want to get up here, pal? Yes.
Thank you for electing me tonight. I look very forward to orienting the new members of Parliament for next year, as well as chairing the Bylaws and Adjudication Committee. Thank you.
Now remarks by Deputy Speaker-elect.
I just want to take the time to thank all of you, and I look forward to working with the board as well as SEG as a whole and creating a better community for students and faculty alike.
With that, we'll now take nominations for the faculty representatives for 2016-17 and 17-18. All right, hold up your cards, guys. There's no one to write. All right, we'll go counterclockwise. Lori, who
I
do
would
you
like
nominate?
to nominate Dr. Brody there.
Mary, does it need to be a second or anything? We're just tossing stuff out.
Yeah.
Tom?
That was mine.
Everyone keep holding them up. I'm not going to remember. Bobby?
I nominate Mark Paolucci and Dr. Michelle Brooks.
For faculty.
Dr. Brooke Behrman, and that's my nomination.
It's just for faculty. Okay, so Brooke Behrman, Brooke Behrman, Maria.
I get another.
Did anyone have something different? Pat?
I nominate Vita Sarawagi from the Computer Science Department.
He stole mine. We can.
Now
Point of
what?
information.
Eric Roberts from the Biology Department.
Point of information. There are 2 seats, correct? Right?
Yes. So it would be both Dr. Brophy Behrman's seat and an additional seat, should they choose to accept it. Josh?
Dr. Leslie Bogad of the Education Department.
Are there any more nominations? for
Dr.
fac-
Mark.
Mark Mott.
Yes.
You said
Well,
it.
what I said. I missed it up.
Okay, Lori.
He's been nominated.
Yeah,
He
he
won't
gets
say no.
nominated every
He
year.
won't say yes.
He's a great guy. He's never has time. Any other nominations for faculty representative? Any more nominations for faculty representative?
Can it be adjunct? I don't believe it can.
No, it's going to be full-time. Full associate. Are there any more nominations for faculty representative? All right. With that, we close nominations for the faculty representative. Now we move on to nominations for the alumni representative. Cards high. Cards high. Wow. Tom.
Who says first?
All right. I have 3. Robert Centauri Jr., Nicholas J. Lima, and Robert Smith. Oh, and Timothy Horner.
Wow.
Noah.
That's
Yeah. Anyone else? Any other nominations for alumni? Yes. No.
Hillary Costa and Shannon Carlson.
I don't think Shannon graduated within the past 2 years.
No, probably not. It's not my job to look up these. They look that up. Check all that.
Are there any other nominations for alumni representative? I was going to say director. All right, with that, the nominations are closed. We now move on to the approval of the 2016-2017 meeting schedule, which is on the back of your agendas. Is there any discussion on the 2016-2017 meeting schedule? What's up? It's not up till next year. That's all the month. Mark's in the second year of his term next year. Is there any discussion on the meeting schedule for next year? I need a motion to approve the agenda. Motion from Secretary Cepeda. Second from Speaker Lima. Is there any discussion on the meeting agenda? Can we vote, meeting schedule? Can we vote on it, Mary? With no more discussion, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor of approving the schedule for next year, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say no. Abstentions? And the schedule passes. And with that, guys, we're going to call. Yes, Shane. Sorry. We're not calling for adjournment. We're calling for recess.
No, it's a separate meeting.
All right. With that, I'm seeking a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion from Shane, second from Representative Centauri. Is there any discussion on adjourning?
It's not debatable.
With no more discussion, move to a vote. All those in favor, please say yes.
Aye. Point of order. Revote. It wasn't clear. I call for division.
We all good? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Abstentions? We're adjourned.
Good thing you have a speaker.
15 minutes. 20 minutes.